wind down during the day, but just lost my train of thought there. Like I said, it's late in the day for me, but we're in Nashville for Warped with
AJ from Fire from the Gods. What's going on?
How are you doing? How's Warped been treating you?
Oh man, Warped's been great. It's been quite the experience. This is our first time on Warped, so we're just still learning the ropes of how this thing works, and it's still so early on Warped. So I guess there's so much more for us to learn and so much more for us to do. But it's killer, man. We just love the opportunity. We love being around all the bands and being around the new fans and new faces.
You haven't had any bad Warped nightmares yet?
Yeah, man. Our bus, man. I call it the struggle bus. Our bus has been a nightmare. That's the only thing that's really been the whole negative about this Warped. In Phoenix and Albuquerque and Vegas, all those really hot places, the generators shut down, which I know a lot of people had generator issues, but we had like battery issues, like the thing wouldn't start. There was one night we were late because we were at Albuquerque, I think till like 3 in the morning, waiting for a mechanic to give us just a jump start, man. So our bus has been hurting. The TV wasn't working, which who gives a shit about the TV and all that, but it's just the little things, you know what I mean?
I don't think I've ever met a band that's like, our bus is perfect, nothing bad ever happens to our bus.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's the only downside. The upside is Warped Tour is awesome, and being on Warped Tour is awesome, but the transportation thing just sucks when it's super hot.
Who have been your favorite bands to go watch?
Man, I'm a big fan of Siler, so I dig watching those guys. And some of the bands on this Warped Tour that I grew up listening to, like Sick of It All, it's huge just being around those guys, and the Ataris. Like yesterday, we played right after the Ataris. I mean, the Ataris are a huge classic punk band, and so that stuff like that's been really awesome, man. The Dickies were on for 2 weeks, watching Goldfinger, kind of brought back that old Warped Tour vibe when I was younger and going to Warped Tour, and those bands were still like usually like on Warped Tour and stuff like that, and Anti-Flags on our stage, so it's huge.
How long have you been a touring band for?
Man, I've been doing this for over 10 years probably, but my band, we got signed roughly a year and a half ago, and we've been touring for a while now, for about the last year and a half.
So throughout your career, what has been the weirdest thing you've seen on the road?
Man, the weirdest thing, I couldn't say the weirdest thing, but probably the gnarliest thing I've seen was a guy get hit by a truck, man. Yeah, this guy on a motorcycle got just absolutely finished by this Ford F-150, and I mean, as morbid as that sounds, the guy died, but I'd never seen anything like that. And like the whole bike exploded. It was insane. Yeah, right in front of our van on tour. People are gonna get sick of us telling that story, but
you don't have any other ones?
Nothing. I mean, it's like just the usual shit, man. Like one time, like the van caught on fire, shit like that.
The question is, why did it catch on fire?
Oh yeah, I don't know, man. It was just this gnarly old van that we used to drive around, and the thing caught on fire at a gas station. So you can only imagine it was panic mode. Everyone ran. But yeah, it was wild shit. Everything crazy happens to rock bands on tour. I don't know, man.
Well, at least it was parked and it wasn't like in the middle of a drive.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
Out of all the music you've ever written, what song are you the most emotionally invested in?
That's a good question. Wow. I think one of our newer songs called "The Taste" I really like, but maybe "Lifeline," man. It's on our record. Lifeline, it really just goes into a time when I got really dark about my position here in the universe. Like, who am I? Why am I still here? And, I got really dark, got suicidal. And there was just other things. So many things were going on that I'm not going to go into. But like I said, I just felt very challenged about being alive. And then I just had to look a little bit deep inside myself and kind of find a reason to go on. And I wrote the lyrics to the song Lifeline. And, I think that's probably the most emotionally invested I get. We don't play it live too much, but, yeah, that's my jam.
What song is your favorite to play live?
Man, Excuse Me is a song that kind of like everyone loves, and it's got a lot of hits on the radio and stuff like that. So, and the kids really love it. So it gets me charged up when we play it.
Is there any song off your most recent record that you feel like is like the black sheep of the record, a little different than the others?
Yeah, this song called Evolve. It's really got this kind of like more active rock kind of sound, and we're typically like this kind of like metalcore, rap, punk band, you know, rock band and stuff. But that's just completely out of the spectrum. We didn't know how to feel about it when we were writing it, but we just went with it, and people seem to kind of like it and love it, but it definitely is the odd man out.
Well, I think we'll leave it at that.
Wicked. Thank you.
Is there any last words you'd like to have for your fans?
Man, just keep listening to music, stay with us, and we'll stay with you. Peace.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. No worries.
How can you